Hello, you wonderful people. I'm Alexa, and I've changed up the costume a little bit. I'm no longer the potted party parrot. The pot is still there, but I'm now a mammoth with swirly sleeves instead. You know, just to add a little variety, a little spice to this. Good to change things up every once in a while. Partly because the parrot costume, like a lot of the big costumes in the game, they kind of cover up a lot of the different colors and patterns, customization options you can have. It's like kind of this weird balance you have to find with your customization options, that you spend the kudos and crowns on a bunch of different patterns and color schemes, and you also spend the kudos and crowns on costumes, but like a large amount of those costumes kind of, you know, they cover a lot of the other customization options, the colors and patterns, and like kind of want to get your money's worth when you buy those customization options as well. One of the reasons that I so frequently go back to using the egg costume, because it is a bit of customization that also shows off a lot of the Fall Guys' body, so they can have a lot of the pattern and color schemes on display. Also, one of the main problems with a lot of the expensive 5 crown customization options, the legendary gear, is that, I've not been paying attention. I've actually gone the suboptimal way, but we weren't going to win anyway. But yeah, that's one of the things that prevents me using the a lot of the legendary customization options that they have in the limited availability things. Most of like the tie-ins with the other games. Like that cat robot costume right there. I mean, it's a cool costume and all that, but you're missing like half the customization options for your character when you use it. I mean, having gone over to a mammoth now means it now makes even less sense when we honk at people. But what can you do? Okay, and this round times out with 38 people qualifying. Or 34. Whatever you say, game. But let's move on and just see what we get for the second round. We get a really crowded fruit shoot. So it's gonna be interesting, isn't it? I'm not sure bunny hopping there was the right thing. Oh, I've stumbled on something. But that's probably as good of a hammer yeet as you can possibly hope for. So the bad first jump does not matter at all. One more thing I could talk about is that in the meantime of the end of my Demon Souls series and starting this one, the Demon Souls remake came out, and yeah, I've been seeing a few like kind of videos telling me about what the differences between them are. One of the key differences that stood out to me was that I see that they've actually added a shortcut to 1.4 now. That being, of course, the final level leading up to King Alant. So, that would have been useful to have in my playthrough, of course. Having needed to sift through over 4.5 hours of footage to make that final episode. But it's good that people playing the game for the first time will get that now. I'm absolutely not bitter or anything. I don't think it should remain that. I don't think it should remain ridiculously hard just because I had it hard for that. If you think the shortcut makes it a better game, then absolutely add it. Okay. Here, it's kind of going the way a lot of big team games of Fall Ball do, which is a fairly nervy affair. Not a lot really happening. Low scoring. There's just a lot of bodies for it to bounce off of. However, the fact that there are a lot of bodies to bounce off of mean that there's also more bodies to accidentally score an own goal. And I think I just scored there with that. Yep, that was a missed time. Okay then. Now most of the time when Fall Ball pops up, it is as the penultimate round of the show. But that was only the third round, so it's quite possible that they put another one in before we go to the finale. Although we absolutely could go to a finale right now. But it's Hoopsie Legends. Now I think there's going to be 6 people qualifying for this, which means that it's possible that the finale is going to be Royal Fumble, which will be the first time we've seen it. But let's not get presumptuous about qualifying here. Like small groups, Hoopsie Legend in a small group is always very nervy. Because usually, I don't chase the goldies. But when there's 6 people who can qualify, obviously, getting the golds will make them a lot quicker at doing so. Oh. I swear if that ends up costing me. Alright, I'll take the gold there as well. What I think kind of happened there is that the golds kind of spawned in awkward positions. It's like a lot of how quickly games of Hoopsie Legends go does depend almost entirely on where the gold rings spawn. And if they spawn in easily reachable areas, then the game ends quickly. And if they spawn in an area where the only way to get it is to push a block over there... Oh my god. Yeah, then in that case it takes longer. And also, we are apparently just never going to have Royal Fumble, because all mountain is love, full mountain is life. Okay. That is, oh my goodness. That was, a very screw you in particular boulder, that. Seems like it was launched maliciously directly at me. Of course it's all random chance, but, like, the fact it landed directly on my head is really annoying. But what can you do? Except for go again. Alright then. Passing out with a gate crash. Let's hope we can do well here. Now the variations on gate crash, there's not really that many, to be honest. It's mostly just in the timings that the gates open. I'm unsure as to whether those bollards that move across there, whether they were in the original. I think some of them were, but I think there are variations that can change the amounts. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, we've got one where we have a variety where the middle one there just stays up for ages, which does happen from time to time, but if it's the first round, you've usually got nothing to worry about. Alright, now let's see what we've got in store for round 2. More big fans. Which of course means more editing out the time between when I finish and when the round finishes. I think is that kind of the correct way to do it, to avoid too much dead airspace. But I don't know. Let me know if you'd want to... you'd prefer to see all the people try to finish afterwards. Always up for suggestions. Now, we are quite far back here, but... you know, a lot of people are still really bad at big fans, so... I wouldn't say there's any danger at all. You can fall down, like, a whole lot and still make it no problem at all. Yeah, and now you see, like, I wasn't even going that quickly, but there's still, like, only a couple people ahead of me. Anyone want a patty cake? Well, you didn't, but maybe this elder dwarf will. No, he'll just jump right over me. Oh, alright then. Okay, and we actually had a full complement of people finishing the round there. So 31 still in. We are still in this one, and feeling pretty good about it. Now, what do we want to see for round 3? Maybe that, actually. I mean, this used to be the most boring game in the whole lot, that, like, would eliminate 1 or 2 people, but we have the lethal version of it right now. Where are we starting? Hopefully not directly... We're directly next to it in the path it's going, so we might be just insta-dead. I was mashing the jump button as fast as I could there. So yeah, you see that's a bit of a design flaw, isn't it? Yeah. It's kind of difficult to do whilst, oh my god. Well, I feel like a total idiot. Maybe I just won't show that one. Okay. We have the first round that starts off most first rounds these days. It is Big Fans. I don't know, am I becoming slightly sick of this this opening most games by now? Maybe slightly. I still think it's good though. I definitely like the starting position it gave me. Carry on going. Okay, that guy's caught up. But provided no silly mistakes are made on this final bit, this should be the gold medal. Just slow down a little bit, not rush ourselves too much. I mean, the gold medals don't mean a lot, but finishing 1 or 2 seconds earlier means even less. I mean, it makes a very slight difference in that the invisible timer that ticks down to start timing everyone else out starts a few seconds earlier. But, like, I honestly don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. Also, that was pretty cool, just watching 3 people be pinged back by the bar and all survive back on the starting platform. I'm not sure that you really have the luxury of the time to be able to do that on Lucky Dodge and Hippo. You might want to finish. Yep, and they do. And they will be the last person to finish as well. So actually there, yeah, the finishing, like 2 seconds earlier would have killed that last person. I mean, do I particularly care about that? Not really. But, you know, it would've. So there's that. See how we doing this, this round of Seesaw coming up. Basically been given the perfect starting position. So, entirely up to us to not make a mistake with it. Yeah, Seesaw when you start near the front and when you start at the very back are two incredibly different games. Kinda lonely up here. But at least there's nobody inadvertently killing me out of their lack of understanding of how a seesaw works. Oh, and it's immediately fixed me to watch Spicy Daring Spirit again. I'm actually kind of surprised they survived that. That was very close to tipping. And unlucky dodging hippo. You may have made it at the end of the last one, but your luck ran out. This is taking kind of a while, isn't it, that round? Okay. Wall guys is fine. I mean, we've been getting quite a lot of them, and this is at the supposedly reduced rate that the medieval rounds are supposed to have since the last update. So, go figure. Oh, actually, go from that box there. Oh, this, like a simple enough one. Okay, yep. Simple as long as you don't mistime your jump, and as for that one, I have no idea. Just decide not to grab. Hey, that's 3 racing rounds, that's 3 golds. Feeling pretty good about this show. But you never know. Like, almost any round has at least some possibility of going wrong built into it. And that can unceremoniously turf you out of the competition, regardless of how well you've done in the previous rounds. So the 3 golds means absolutely nothing. Apart from, I think, just slightly more kudos at the end. We've got 16 people heading into a round 4, so that's pretty good full ball territory. I mean, that will kind of put a halt to the golds, because I think you only kind of get a gold in full ball if you score over 10 goals. That being if your team does, not you personally, because that would actually hardly ever happen. I mean, it's rare enough when it's just your team has to score 10. God damn it. Not quite sure how they're doing so badly back there. There's only one blue guy around them. Do they just continuously bumble it between themselves? I mean, I had a better shot on their guy, but okay. I won't begrudge you that one though. That was fantastic. Oh, get out the way, dude. Oh my god. Guys. You're welcome. Now they've gotten wise to that. Okay, so the streak of goldies ends, but I mean, we're seeing a finale, so what do I care? Okay, not full mountain. You want to see a hexagon or a jump showdown? Okay. In fact, having a jump showdown's probably better here because, of course, it's only popped up once so far in the series, I think, and I did not give a very good account of myself when it did. In the meantime, before this bar starts spinning with any real speed, see if anyone wants to play patty cake. Pretty rare to find takers, and of course this is a final round. But people have gone along with it on Jump Showdown before. Gonna need to step back a bit here. Okay. Oh. That's slightly awkward. Of course, we want to be under the big bar. But, they're kind of converging. If we had to, move which platform we were on. And that one was very close, but not close enough to get me worried. Didn't even knock me down. Yeah, not sure about flexing on this stage. It does kind of paint a big target on your back. What I used to do between every time it the bar came was to do the horse riding gesture. Or just any dancing one, really, like the jester dance. Yeah, I'm not sure that was the correct way to go there. Maybe under the big bar was. Doesn't make too much difference, as long as you live. Like, under it was almost certainly the correct way there. It's been going for a while, and there's still 5 of us left. Doesn't seem to be that fast, though, because by the end it can get extremely quick. Now, there is a time limit to this game. I think if it goes for 5 minutes and there's still multiple people left, everyone still alive gets a crown. I have had that happen a few times. I think twice when the bar has normal speed and... Ooh, that was a weird, an awful time to have a little frame jump there. But yeah, twice when the bar's been allowed to go up to normal full speed, and I don't know quite how many, but quite a few in the brief period of time after Season 2 came out. And there was a bug with the bar getting quicker when it wouldn't get up to full speed, so every game of Jump Showdown ended in a timeout. But yeah, anyway, when I was going on about that, we won, so that's good. Let's go for another, shall we? I mean, that was like hardly any waiting time at all. But yeah, it's a Night Fever first round. Looks pretty standard to me. And where are we starting in the grid? Okay, front row, full right. This is good, this is workable. Hey. Don't push me, dude. Okay, not the fastest going through there, but hey, we got the slime dive done. Unfortunately, I think this Team Fortress Scout ahead of us also did it, and they got a better first section of this course, so they end up winning. But gives us the chance to see if anyone wants the patty cake. And of course no one does. Alright then. Something just almost fundamentally wrong about a red horse with the name Always Blue Goose. I think you should at least make some degree of effort to have your costume match your name. Well, I say that despite being called Epic Secret Biscuit, but there's not... There isn't a biscuit costume as far as I'm aware, so... I couldn't even do that. Okay then. So, coming up for round 2 is a rollout. Okay, seems to be standard width. Do we have cannons or not? We do not have cannons, so get to see how long rounds of rollout are generally supposed to be. Okay, yeah, you're not getting into a good pushable position. One of the things I occasionally do on rounds of rollout is do like almost like a vigilante roll. Just if I see someone pushing another innocent character into the pit, I will then follow up and push them in the pit. Like this pink bean in the skirt is extremely pushy, as is being demonstrated. I might get an opportunity to kill them. No. In fact, watching them do it a bit more, I'm not sure I'd bother killing them anyway, because, like, they don't seem to be anywhere close to being able to do that correctly. So they're probably just a kid or something trying to randomly run around holding the triggers and grabbing people because it's funny, rather than with any specific malicious intent to kill them. I do like it when they have the little steps set up for you there. Why did I just let go? Why did I just let go again? Why did I just let go again? Oh my goodness. Well, I still don't think it's much of a problem. There's only a few people who are going to be able to make those jumps anyway. Okay, the mammoth just felt like doing a backflip for absolutely no reason. I think I'll just sit up here and flex for a bit. Okay. Maybe my estimation of them was incorrect. I don't think the kid randomly running out holding the grab button would have been able to get to the finish line as quickly as they did. So maybe maybe their antics on rollout were out of malice. And just not being particularly good at the game was the reason why they didn't get anybody. But then again, they're not particularly good at the game. How did they reach the finish line third? I don't know. Maybe they're new to the whole killing thing. They want to test it out. Okay, and with 13 people left, we could go to a finale, but I don't know. Let's see what it gives us. See if it gives us another round, or it gives us a fruit shoot. So, got to appreciate the extra chance to crash out before a finale. You all know how much I love fruit shoot. Okay. Past the first triangle, and all things seem to be going pretty well. That's kind of like half the battle, really. The first bit. Although the presence of the hammer yeets make that kind of a bit less of an issue. Because if you get a bad first launch, you can always yeet yourself forward. And of course, you just knew you couldn't stay away from Full Mountain for long. Okay, lower bollards, upper chaos hammers, no middles. Let's see how this one goes. That took a bit longer than I would have liked, but it didn't fall. So that's positive at the very least. Through that without falling as well. And yeah, that was relatively uncontested. Take that any day. Okay, and with that, I think we'll end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.